Hey, fellow preppers, welcome back. With all the intel I've gathered and my ear to the ground, I've got some news you'll want to pay close attention to. We all know how crucial it is to stay one step ahead and anticipate challenges, right? Well, this winter, we're about to witness some significant shakeups in the grocery world. And no, I'm not just talking about your typical seasonal changes or the usual price hikes. This time, it's different. I've been tracking patterns, connecting dots, and even chatting with insiders in the agriculture and distribution sectors. It seems Mother Nature, combined with global disruptions and market dynamics, has a curveball or two in store for us. Just as we've prepped for power outages, water shortages, and unforeseen circumstances, we need to be ahead of the game with our food stocks. So what's the buzz? Soybeans, for starters. These little beans are integral to a vast range of products, from tofu and soy milk to animal feed and certain oils. The Midwest, a significant soybean production region for the USA, has experienced both droughts and floods in recent times. These inconsistent weather patterns, combined with escalating transportation costs and international trade tensions, have put pressure on soybean prices. Since soybeans are a primary ingredient in livestock feed, their increased cost can have a cascading effect, raising prices of meat and dairy products. 14. Onions. This humble kitchen staple is facing its set of challenges. Onion crops, especially in major producing states like Washington, Oregon, and California, have faced a double whammy of unseasonal weather events and labor shortages. The latter, in particular, is concerning because onion harvesting is labor-intensive. These disruptions, coupled with storage issues, onions require particular conditions to prevent rot and extend shelf life, mean we might be shedding tears, not just from chopping onions, but also from their rising prices. 13. Poultry. Chicken is like the MVP of meats in the USA, right? Fried, grilled, baked, we love it all. However, the chicken world has been feeling the heat lately. Let's start with the health of the birds. Avian influenza, or bird flu, as it's often called, has been showing up in various farms. Now, to stop the spread of this disease, many farms had no choice but to cull significant portions of their flocks. That's already a hit to the supply side. But wait, there's more. Poultry farmers have another concern: feeding their birds. With droughts making grain scarce and transportation issues adding to the chaos, the cost to feed chickens has been on the rise. The result? The next time you're craving some chicken wings for game night or grilled breasts for that healthy salad, you might find your wallet feeling the pinch. 12. Freshwater fish. Switching gears from land to water, let's talk fish, specifically those found in freshwater. The Midwest is a powerhouse when it comes to farming fish like catfish and tilapia, but like most farming ventures, it's at the mercy of Mother Nature. The region has been dealing with water woes like inconsistent water levels and fluctuating temperatures, neither of which are ideal for our finned friends. And here's another curveball. With complications arising in importing fish, many folks are turning to domestic options. This surge in demand puts additional strain on our already troubled domestic fish farms. The end result? That delicious catfish fillet or those fun fish sticks the kids love might come with a steeper price tag next time you're at the store. 11. Tomatoes. The juicy red tomato, a staple in many American dishes, faces potential scarcity. Florida and California, two significant tomato-growing states, have contended with both extreme heat and unseasonal cold snaps. In addition to weather challenges, labor shortages in harvesting have slowed production, and transportation costs have surged. So, your salads, sandwiches, and sauces might see a price bump in their primary ingredient. 10. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, and arugula have become increasingly popular as health-conscious choices among Americans. However, the same California droughts affecting nut production are also impacting our leafy greens. These crops require consistent water supply, and with ongoing water shortages, yields are taking a hit. The next time you reach for that bag of mixed greens, it might have a heftier price tag. 9. Wine grapes. For the wine aficionados out there, this one might be a bit hard to swallow. Wine regions in the USA, especially California's Napa and Sonoma valleys, have faced wildfires, smoke exposure, and drought conditions, all of which can severely impact grape quality and yield. The 2021 wine vintage could be smaller than usual, leading to increased prices for both domestic bottles and imports, given global wine production challenges. 8. Pork, America's favorite breakfast companion. Bacon. Yes, you heard that right. The African swine fever outbreak has hit pork production hard in several countries, leading to a decline in global pork supplies. While the USA has managed to keep the disease at bay, the global shortage means we're exporting more pork than ever before. Coupled with feed price increases and supply chain disruptions, this could translate to higher pork prices in your local grocery store. So, for those of you who love your pork chops and sausages, brace yourselves. 7. Berries. Here's one that might sting a little. Our beloved strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries are facing production challenges due to unfavorable weather conditions. In parts of the USA, unseasonal rains and temperature fluctuations have affected berry growth. Given that these little delights are already quite pricey off-season, any disruption in their supply chain can lead to a sharp rise in costs. Morning smoothies and berry parfaits might just get a tad more luxurious. 6. Nuts. The USA, especially California, is a major producer of almonds, walnuts, and pistachios. However, the persistent drought conditions in the Golden State are threatening these crops. Irrigation costs are rising, and with water becoming scarcer, farmers face tough decisions about which crops to water. Nuts require a lot of water to produce, and as a result, we could see a dip in their production and a subsequent rise in prices. Time to treasure that almond butter. 5. Oranges. Now, many of us count on that sweet burst of vitamin C from our morning glass of orange juice. But did you know the very place many of those oranges come from is facing some pretty serious challenges? I'm talking about Florida, a significant supplier of our delicious OJ. For years now, they've been dealing with this menace called the citrus greening disease. It's a nasty little thing caused by bacteria that's spread around by this minuscule insect. What it does is, it affects the size, yield, and even the quality of the oranges. This means fewer oranges, smaller oranges, and not as tasty oranges. Couple that with the always looming frost threats that could hit the orchards and skyrocketing transportation costs, and we've got ourselves a situation. If this keeps up, pouring yourself a glass of that morning sunshine might start feeling like a luxury. 4. Apples. Moving from the sunny orchards of Florida to the picturesque fields of Washington State. Ah, Washington. Known not just for its beautiful landscapes, but also as the top dog when it comes to apple production in the US. But even they've got their share of troubles lately. For starters, they're grappling with labor shortages. That's right, fewer hands to pick those juicy apples. And Mother Nature hasn't been kind either. Unexpected frost events, especially during the delicate flowering season, can wreak havoc on the yields. It doesn't end there. Even if the apples are plucked and ready, disruptions in the supply chain make it quite the task to transport those crunchy delights from the orchard straight to our fruit bowls or pie dishes. With all this going on, next time you're biting into a crisp apple or sipping on some fresh apple juice, you might want to savor it a little longer, given you might be paying a tad more for that pleasure. 3. Chickpeas. Other major chickpea-producing countries like Turkey and Australia join the casualty list with their respective weather woes. This double whammy has led to a significant drop in the global chickpea output. For those who love their hummus, falafel, and chana masala, this spells potential trouble. And not just for the taste. Chickpeas are a rich source of protein, especially crucial for those following vegetarian and vegan diets. They're also packed with dietary fiber, vitamins, and minerals, making them a nutritional star. The soaring demand for plant-based foods and chickpea derivatives like chickpea flour and aquafaba, that magical liquid left behind after boiling chickpeas, often used as an egg substitute, is likely to further strain the supply. So if you're looking to whip up a chickpea delight anytime soon, it might be wise to stock up before prices make your eyes water. Next on the list, the second slot goes to a sweet sensation, the all-time favorite, honey. With the ongoing concern about declining bee populations globally, the honey industry is buzzing with uncertainty. Factors like climate change, pesticides, habitat destruction, and disease are threatening the survival of bees, which in turn threatens honey production. Places like China, the European Union, and the United States, which are major honey producers, are feeling the sting of decreased production levels. For those of us who love our morning toast drizzled with honey or use it as a natural sweetener in our teas and other delights, this isn't sweet news. Honey isn't just a delightful treat. It's also revered for its medicinal properties and is an age-old remedy for sore throats and coughs. With the double jeopardy of decreasing bee populations and increasing demand, prices are expected to soar. Be proactive, pun intended, and consider stocking up or exploring local honey producers who might offer a more stable supply. Finally, the top spot, the numero uno, the item you absolutely must keep an eye on this winter is olive oil. This liquid gold is a staple in Mediterranean cuisine and is cherished for its rich flavor and numerous health benefits. Spain, Italy, and Greece, the triumvirate of olive oil production, are facing a series of challenges. Unpredictable weather patterns, pests, and diseases like the Xylella fastidiosa bacterium have wreaked havoc on olive orchards. Moreover, global demand for olive oil is on an uptrend, with more and more households recognizing its health benefits and incorporating it into their diets. This means a strained supply is meeting an ever-growing demand. For those who can't do without their daily drizzle of olive oil, this could spell significant price hikes. All right, everyone, it's a wrap for now. But before you go, let's take a quick moment. If you've made it this far and found this intel valuable, do us a big favor. Give that like button a click if you haven't already. We'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't joined our community yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Stay updated with Prepping Hub so you never miss a beat. Now it's your turn. In the comment section below, share which food products you're seeing a price hike at the grocery stores. We'd love to hear your insights and keep the conversation going. Lastly, a huge thank you for tuning in and being a part of our Prepping Hub family. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay prepared, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.